Today, on July 20th, 2020, it is Suicide's 7th birthday. You might be wondering, who the hell is Suicide, and why the fuck is his name Suicide? Suicide is an evil character I created on July 20th, 2013. Me and my friend at the time was bored at his house, and we decided to fuck around by drawing crazy random shit. Then, out of nowhere, the 14-year-old in the closet beaner kid, aka me, decided to come up with something that's not necessarily my style or my cup of tea, to say the least. This is what I drew when I was 14 at my friend's house at the time. This is Suicide Valentine, is his name. And I created a pixelated version of him. Let's get to know him. Like I said before, me and my friend was drawing crazy random shit. Suicide is wearing a jester mask that was on this video game called Animal Crossing New Leaf on my 3DS. Here's an idea of what that looks like in the game. Yeah, I only decided to draw the mask and not go with the outfit because I don't like that jester outfit. I think it looks ridiculous. You might be thinking, why the heck am I saying jester? What is a jester? So here's a interesting / educational fact. So before the 16th century, jesters were actually called fool or the thune. Sometime in the 16th century, I guess people decided to call it jesters because the jester tends to tell a story from an upcoming poem or performing acrobatic tricks. Their job is to literally entertain people, specifically the king and his family. Being an entertainer at the time sounds like the best job ever, just like being a famous YouTuber, right? Well, what if I told you that they also had to deliver messages that was very confidential, messages that the jester had to deliver to whoever the king said? Oftentimes, they would have to deliver in a war zone. Yeah. Not the safest place for anyone to be in, especially if your job is just to entertain people. So it's not like it's a freelance job that you can just get one customer, go to another customer, and look for new customers. No, you're pretty much sticking with one king and one king only, as well as their family and friends. Anyways, there's two types of jesters. I'm not going to go into too much details about them because in my eyes, they look the same. They're pretty much the same. Only difference is that one of them is licensed and the other one not. I'm not a historian. I have no idea what they mean by license. I highly doubt that they're talking about a driver's license. So, yeah. So now that you know that Jesters, aka Suicide, is an entertainer. So, yeah, I hope you guys know where I'm trying to go with this. Suicide is an entertainer. Sometimes, actually, most of the times, it's not a good thing the way Suicide does it. Suicide makes everything a joke. Even in the most serious situation anyone can be in. He has a dark sense of humor. Surprise, surprise. Suicide tends to speak his vital truth. Again, at the worst timing possible. He often has a lot of bad luck as well. I think you get the point. He's a terrible person. But despite that, and despite everything, he's actually a very loving person. People, especially his close friends, want him to be around. They want to hang out with him. Because at the end of the day, he's an amazing entertainer. I know what I just said is very confusing, so if you don't get what I just said, I understand. Spoiler alert, he has mood swings, big time. Once you get to know Suicide, I promise you will fall in love with him. Because I came up with some hilarious bit. And I'm kind of scared to share this bit to the world. Because all I'm going to say is, some of the jokes I came up with will not fly today. So I think I'm going to have to make a lot of changes. Starting with the name itself. The name itself is very controversial. And I know for a fact, 10 years from now, people are going to use this clip, this video, or something against me. I already know that I'm going to receive backlash for creating an evil character named Suicide. That being said, I'm going to make his name Eyesight for now.